Hi everybody, this is my second journal for today and I love it. I love this image. It's an antique bookstore, or I wouldn't say an antique bookstore, maybe it was a bookstore of the day, let's say that. But they've got all the books outside and I thought it was appropriate, a bookstore, get it. And for the cover I wanted white on white, so I've got I'll flip it over here. I've got a real pretty vintage tablecloth that I used, and it's slightly yellow and white. It's very faint, but it's very soft and pretty. And I put some doilies up here. It's part of a curtain, little rose there, and then the matching at the bottom. And this measures 7 by 4.5, it looks like. And I used the same fabric that's on the outside for the tie. And we're going inside, going in. I used muslin for the pocket and stitched it in white, and stitched the pocket in white also, and then I covered it with some laces and an image and some sari silk. And on the inside, we've got a little ledger card, and I used the same fabric that's on the cover here. That's a pretty flower. It's very light, but it's gorgeous. And a little card, and of course the snippets. For those of you who don't know why I use the snippets, it's because ladies like Emily Dickinson and Charlotte Bronte and many of them would write on little tiny pieces of paper, anything they could get a hold of, to write their books or poems or whatever on. So that's why I always put that in there. And it's a great place to start journaling if you just want to write a little something, kind of break yourself in if you are not comfortable with going full force in your journal just yet. This is a great place to start. I used a pale green, kind of an olive green. It's got a little bit of sparkle to it thread. And some vintage ladies with some floral here. A little card with some lace. Some ephemera, a little bit of stamping here and the stitching. Lots of room to journal in this one. Got a pocket, and the way that this cardstock dyed, I just loved it, so I didn't want to completely cover it up. I put laces on it, part of the curtain, and another lace up here, and then I put it on the stamped, crackled background. And inside I put a little menu card and one with lace, some stitching there, and some fabrics. Alright, now I've got to see them all. You know how I am. I love that man's little face. He's so neat looking. Over here is a lady with one of those hats. I love hats. I don't wear them, but I absolutely love them. They're so unique and pretty. Another piece of ephemera here. Got a lot of uneven pages. Piece of really soft, beautiful lace here. I don't even think I have much of this left. It's just gorgeous. Some lined paper with the lace going across. A little bit of a floral. Some faintly lined paper here. A little card with the lace and the stitching going around. A little girl selling flowers, and look, he's holding the parasol over her head for her, and she's holding his jacket. Really cute. I'm stitching here from the other side. One of those hats. This is a pocket, it's a bag, and it's got a little note pad in it, just with some different kinds of papers. We are only at cup number 2 of the coffee for the day. And this has got some lace and part of a doily. Some ephemera here. A pretty lady. Lace running down the side here with different fabrics and a pearl. Little mini version of one of the hats. Lots of crackling going on. Here's a tuck spot with part of a vellum flower. And then I put a rose and some sari silk there. A little card for journaling. Those glasses. Cute. And then some blue on the edge. That vellum really holds stuff good. I like it. A little faint floral here. Another card for journaling. And stitching. Over here is a book page, and I put a vintage lady and sewed on the edge there and made a pocket, or a tuck spot I should say. And this is some unidentified fabric with some other fabrics on it. And I painted the back so you could even write on that. I do. I write right over that. And some laces going down the edge in white, and I did use cream, I think. Little leaves there. How cute. Just a little touch of something. Another card here with all different kinds of fabric in the gold, stitched in the gold and then outlined in the green. Another piece of lace there. Another part of the book page here. Got a lot of stitching. Went a little crazy on the sewing machine this week. Another little card there. Another hat. Look at that. That must have weighed a ton with all that fabric. Over here is another lace pocket with that coffee dyed cardstock. And then it's got some lace behind it, part of a curtain, a little sari silk bow, and a vintage lady. And I just put some cards in. A little bit of stitching there. A little mini stamp. Excuse me. I must need coffee. Some stitching there. Love that picture. One of my favorites. Some ephemera. More lace and stitching. I like when I take a piece of ephemera and then I put another image over it. I don't know, I just like the way that looks. Because you could write something here and then you could write something here. You know, so I like that. Sari silk in the gold, and then it's stitched round and round. Pretty floral. Part of a doily. Look at that coffee staining. Love it. Fascinates me. Love it. Pretty, pretty lace and the leaf stitching again. Vintage images. Parts of a doily that's got some lace in the background and a little piece off that curtain. And it's a pocket. And it has some little mini cards in it. Cute. Little minis. And guess what I did? Or didn't do, I should say. But this is a tuck spot, which I will fill in. Be a surprise. I'm telling you, it is just not a Friday without a blank spot. Another piece of that vellum with the rose and sari silk. Some stitching running down here and a lot of inking. And a little contrast there. A pretty image. Some ladies walking down the street with their children. More stitching here. And the back matches the front with the sari silk and the lace. And then on the inside, got a journaling card there. And another, this is a thicker card, nice thick card. With journaling space with coffee dyed paper on the back, a little bit of burlap, and I embossed it and inked it. And then you got a little mini booklet with different kinds of papers and coffee dyed papers and some stamping here and there. There's the back of that. It doesn't have a closure on it, I just wanted it plain, and then I stitched it together. Okay, there we go. And there's the back again with the absolutely delightful fabric. And the spine and the front. I want to thank y'all so much for spending your Fridays with me. I'm glad y'all are here. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you shortly in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.